October 31st, 1981. Halloween night in Manhattan. In a duplex apartment on West 22nd Street in the Chelsea neighborhood, something evil entered. At 7:50 p.m., a neighbor found the door ajar. Inside lay two bodies. 39-year-old photographer Ronald Sisman and his 20-year-old girlfriend Elizabeth Platzman had been beaten, their apartment ransacked, and each shot in the back of the head. No forced entry, no clear motive. Nearly 4 decades later, the case remains unsolved. This is the story of what became known simply as the Halloween double murder, and the questions that still refuse to die. Ronald Sisman ran the photography businesses out of his Chelsea home studio. He was well connected in Manhattan's artistic and nightlife circles. Elizabeth Platzman was a bright young student at Smith College, visiting New York for the weekend. They met the previous summer and appeared to be living the kind of creative, youthful life many envy. Their apartment should have been safe, a hub of creativity, a living workspace. On that Halloween evening, it became a crime scene. Furniture torn apart, personal items missing, and two young lives violently ended. For Platzman's family back on Long Island, the weekend visit became a nightmare they never expected. For Sisman's friends, questions piled up. Why him? Why Elizabeth? Why like this? Investigators quickly noted oddities. The apartment showed no signs of a typical burglary gone wrong. The victims were executed, shot at close range in the back of the head. The crime bore the hallmarks of planning, not random violence. A detective later remarked, "Who kills like that?" Sisman had reportedly applied for 2 gun permits days before the murder, claiming someone had broken into his home. Cocaine was found in the apartment. Rumors of drug debts surfaced. Could it be a botched robbery deal? Possibly. Then a far more disturbing theory arose. A prison informant alleged that serial killer David Berkowitz, the son of Sam, had predicted the murders in advance, claiming his cult associates would strike on Halloween in Greenwich Village. The informant said Sisman possessed snuff film footage of a son of Sam victim and was about to hand it over to authorities. None of this was ever proven, but the idea of a cult of film, a photographer the world over being silenced, it added a chilling layer to the case. On the night of October 31st, neighbors heard nothing until the door was found ajar. Inside, chaos. The third-floor duplex at 205 to 107 West 22nd had been turned upside down. Furniture ripped, drawers emptied, personal items missing. The registered handgun belonging to Sisman had vanished. Both victims were beaten, their bodies covered in bruises, then shot in the back of the head. Execution style, no sign of forced entry. Investigators believed whoever did this was let in, or let themselves in. The property, located in what should have been a secure, creative block of Manhattan, sits today as a duplex listed for millions, yet carries the shadow of the murder that took place inside. Was it a drug deal gone wrong, a targeted hit, a ritual murder tied to the son of Sam? The ransacked studio suggested something was being hunted. Film, evidence, whatever it was, it vanished. In the early hours, the NYPD began interviewing contacts of Sisman, tracing his work, his drug-linked ties, the entry logs to the building. They checked for burglary, robbery, revenge, but the execution style killed the simple motive. One major theory centered on drugs. Sisman's past included an incident with actress Melanie Haller, alleged drug use in his apartment in 1980, an underground world of cocaine and illicit parties may have overlapped with the murder. Then the cult theory Berkowitz claimed to have foreseen the murders. He named Sisman in some letters. He claimed a satanic group was involved, possibly seeking footage of a killing. But Berkowitz's statements were erratic, recanted, and unproven. Yet they planted a seed of suspicion that the murder. For decades, the case stagnated without a weapon, with no one charged, no DNA linked publicly. As a retired NYPD cold case sergeant put it, sometimes a clue is on a piece of paper and a file unseen. In recent years, investigators have reopened files, resubmitted evidence, hoping modern forensics might crack it. But as time passes, the chance of a living perpetrator diminishes. More than 40 years have passed. The victims' families continue to live with unanswered questions. The building where it happened is worth millions now, but the murder stain remains. The case has become part of New York's dark history. The unsolved nature keeps the mystery alive. True crime blogs call it one of Manhattan's most haunting unsolved crimes. For you, the viewer, the chilling thought: two lives ended violently in an apartment once full of creativity. No sign of entry, no one ever publicly held accountable. The door remains slightly ajar in memory. If you found this story disturbing, if you felt the weight of unanswered questions and dark possibilities, you're not alone. What do you believe? Was it drug-linked? Organized crime? A satanic hit? Let us know in the comments below.